Nothing is tougher on mechanical parts than professional motor racing. Many hours are spent preparing these specialized vehicles for the race to the winner's circle. And once the green flag drops, efficiency and dependability are the name of the game. These days, more and more race teams have made the leap into the space age and have begun using onboard computers to gather data and information about their vehicle and driver's performance, thus allowing the crew chiefs access to tuning information previously unavailable to them.
Kenny, let's take a look here and see how you did this last run. Looks like the RPM stepped up very well. The clutch, as far as the clutch pack clearance and stall, looks very good. She's up a little over 7,000. Looks like it struck the tire a little bit out here, about 200 feet down the course. We might have to watch for that. Secondary clutch engagement looks good. I don't think this track will take much more, but it is, if you guys think that it'll stand a little more, it looks like you could run out a little further before you engage the clutch, because the RPM is down pretty low. The RPM in second is still in low gear, looked very good. High gear shift looks fine, and everything looks pretty good there. The drive shaft speed looks a little low, but considering this is the track record of this particular track, I don't know whether this track will stand much more, but if you guys think it will, it looks like you could run the clutch a little harder and the drive shaft to go a little harder. Looks like you've got a little aerodynamic problem here. The drive shaft speed is a little erratic in the top end. You might take a look at that. On the clutch engagement, it looks good. This pretty much confirms that it had the tires loose on the course. You've got excellent clutch lockup, still in low gear, and the high gear shift looks very, very good, so you really don't have any problems there. The port fuel pump looks good. Small glitch right here. We might take a look and see if we had a valve sticking. The supercharger boost looks very, very good. It steps right up. Top into low gear, you've got maximum boost. It would give us a pretty good indication that if you needed it, you could turn the blower up and get more boost out of it, but it looks very good. The oil pressure trace looks good. It's coming down towards the end of the run. That's not too uncommon, but considering this is that brand new experimental pump you've got, Dale may want to be concerned about that. The air pressure in the system looks very good. The hat pump looks very good. No sign of the glitch that you saw in the port pump. Exhaust temperature on number 1 looks excellent. It's almost at 2,000 degrees. Same with number 3, number 5. Number 7's a little soft, so if this track could stand it, you might be able to lean on 7. Number 2 looks very good. Number 4 is right up on the ceiling. Number 6, number 8 are right there, so it looks like the engine's running very efficient. Ken, from what I see on the computer tape, that there's no question. If you just leave the thing alone, you can back the record up without any problem. If you want to lean on it, you can probably run better.
Let's listen to what some of the world's racing professionals have to say about RacePack computers.
On our race car, it showed it's helped develop me into, I think, a better driver than what I was when I first started. It made me, instead of taking my time and going to, probably, double what races that it would take the time for me to be an efficient driver, it took me probably half the time with this computer due to the fact that I could see what I was doing, and once something shows you what you're doing wrong, it's easy to correct it. A lot of times without the computer, you really have no verification of what you did or when you did it, and the computer is the kind of thing that shows you what you did and when you did it, so therefore you can correct it.
These units are very cost effective and provide probably 80% of the information that is obtained from the more expensive telemetry units. Not only that, the units themselves are perfected, do not have the interference problems, and are very user-friendly. The average racer, after reading the manual, can attach the equipment to the vehicle and run traces on a small, easy-to-use plotter that are easily read with nothing more than maybe a hand calculator and a scale to measure the sizes of the graph.
The RacePack has been real valuable on our team. We run the car off of that computer. It's helped keep the parts breakage down. It's given us data. Our fuel pumps have gone bad. You come back after a run, you'd never know it. You look at the computer, it tells you. It runs out of fuel. There's all kinds of things that the RacePack tells you that no one would ever know. It's helped keep the parts breakage down. It makes me a better driver. It's very noticeable on the piece of paper, the mistakes you make, and it comes back and it's very noticeable on the piece of paper. You can clearly see it.
Let's take a moment and see what functions can actually be monitored by the RacePack computer. For RacePack, here's Ray Alley.
This is our RacePack 2000 model, which is our mainframe computer in which the microprocessor and the memory are housed. This is our power port in which 12-volt DC power is supplied to run the computer. This blank port in this particular instance is blanked off because of an accessory unit. Normally is used for analog, historically used to record pressure, can be used for chassis, suspension movement, fuel flow, etc. This auxiliary 2 channel is an event channel, historically used to mark things that you may wish to see, such as brake events, fuel mixture changes, shift points, etc. This throttle event is used for wide open throttle for the purposes of dyno comparisons, can be used as strictly an event channel also. This channel here is auxiliary 1, is used to record the drive shaft RPM. The spark channel here is used to record the engine RPM. The unit up above here is the RacePack 3000 unit. The two open ports here are extra analog channels to provide expansion for later dates. The analog number 3 and 4 here are used to record fuel pressure, one on each pump. The analogs 1 and 2 are used to record crankcase pressure and supercharger pressure. The temperatures 5 through 8 are used to record cylinder temperature, and again temperatures 1 through 4 are to record the other bank cylinder temperatures.
By now, it's clear that RacePack is the leader in onboard computer systems. Here, Funny Car World Champion Kenny Bernstein explains what effect the RacePack computer has had in his racing operation.
Many people have asked me in the last 2 years what has been part of the success of the Budweiser Quaker State Buick. Besides Dale Armstrong, of course, has been the computer, the RacePack computer that we developed and we use. It's really a unique piece. First thing that you got to understand is the computer doesn't do anything to the car while it's going down the racetrack. It doesn't monitor the fuel going in or out, anything like that most people think it does. All it does is record data, certain things that we're looking for that can help Dale make a better decision to make the car run better the next run. An example, RPM, for instance, drive shaft speed, blower pressure, supercharger pressure, manifold pressure, fuel pressure again, oil pressure. This type of stuff just gives him more information to be able to dissect and make the car perform better run after run. It's probably the one thing that's given us the most consistency over the past 2 years is the computer itself, because it's such a good analytical piece to tell you what's wrong. There's no more guesswork.
RacePack can make a difference for you, too. For more information, give us a call at area code 714-998-3830 or write us at RacePack Computers, 1922 North Main Street, Orange, California. The zip is 92665.